Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. We're going to do another, this will be Scream Factory Collector's Editions Part 6. This will be 71 through 81. Instead of 10, there's going to be 11 this time, just because when I got to number 80, there's a Part 2 to that, which came out later as the Collector's Editions progressed. But I put my Part 1 and Part 2 side by side, my trilogies, blah blah blah. It's just a part of my OCD. As I said before in my last videos, I do not organize my Scream Factory releases by alphabetical order. I will organize them by release date. So whenever I take those sequels, you know, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, whatever, I put them side by side. It kind of throws the collection off out of order a little bit, but for my OCD not to be such a bitch, I have to do it that way. Otherwise my brain just fucking short circuits, and yeah. So anyway guys, this will be Scream Factory Collector's Editions Part 6, 71 through 81. We're going to be here for a minute, guys. The last video I just done, I was hoping to go through it kind of quick, but I still went over the 20-minute mark, and it was 10 titles. So I'm going to go through them kind of quick, using a different light setting. So guys, please feel free to hit me up in the comment section. Tell me if the video looks better, looks worse. You know, just let me know something, and we'll experiment as we go. But like I said, guys, we'll be here for a minute. Please go get yourself something to drink, a snack. Let's have some fun. Alright, first up, number 71. This is a great John Waters film. Hell, I think anybody can have fun with this film if you don't like this film. I mean, I could kind of understand it, but fuck, man. Got Matthew Lillard and Ricky Lake, young-ass Ricky Lake, too. And I believe this was Matthew Lillard's first film. Met him at a convention, and he said he was basically... some event took place while they were filming this movie. Fuck, I forgot what it was. I'll remember it though as soon as I cut this video, because that's just how that shit works. But guys, anyway, that is Serial Mom. This is a great film. I'm sure everybody out there who's watching this channel fucking loves and adores this film. Just so much fun to be had. This Blu-ray looks great. Scream Factory did a great job on it. Like I said in my last video, we got to the very last title of that, which was number 70, and that was Tales from the Hood. That was Scream Factory's first time where they did a practice where they rolled their posters instead of folding them. So anything I show you in this stack and on, all the posters came rolled instead of folded, thankfully, because a lot of us were getting kind of tired of the folded shit. You know, you wanted that stuff to look really good. We all loved and adored the artwork, and you know, wanted to frame it and all that good stuff. You just don't want to see creases in the shit. But, you know, I have plenty of them that have creases in it, and I'm fine with it. It's just the practice at the time. Anyway, guys, this release right here has a new conversation with director John Waters and actress Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner, guys, if you're not familiar with a film that Arrow Video put out a few years back, it's called Crimes of Passion. I highly recommend that film. It is... you know, just like this one, it's very weird to see Kathleen Turner in these roles, but in Crimes of Passion, Anthony Perkins played one hell of a fucking serial killer in that movie, and that movie should not just be slept on. To be honest with you, I was walking around the store, I was participating in this sale that was going on at Fry's Electronics. That copy was sitting on the shelf. Crimes of Passion was just sitting there on the shelf. I picked it up. This slipcover is very misleading. I was like, I don't know if that's going to be something for me. Set it back down. My wife can't even fucking talk. My wife walked right behind me, picked it up, and she was like, "Look, read the synopsis on the back of it. I think this might work out pretty good." Brought that shit home, opened up and watched it. Became an immediate fan of it, and I've watched it numerous times, and it is fucking awesome, just like this one. So, guys, anyway, that is John Waters with Serial Mom, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there. I watched this movie when I was like a teenager. This movie blew my fucking mind. Craziness. Pussy Willows. Anyway, guys, next up, another... Oh, Stephen King had his name taken off of it. I don't really know the whole history of this, but apparently it didn't jive well with him, with, you know, basically who directed it, the screenplay, and all that good stuff. So he was like, I don't want my name on this shit. He even had some legal issues going on at the time where he wanted nothing to do with it. They didn't want his name represented on it, but Scream Factory did a great job of this release, and that's The Lawnmower Man. That fucking artwork is out there, but I hope I'm not going to butcher his name here, but Jeff Fahey. Great fucking role. This is a 2-disc set. You get the theatrical cut on disc 1, director's cut on disc 2, and this shit is packed with features, guys. I'll try to hold that up so the light can pick up the features without glare. Hoping that's doing you guys some justice. I don't know where that should go, forward or backwards. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what helps, whether it's back or forwards. Anyway, guys, that is Lawnmower Man. Watched this when I first got it. I think I watched the director's cut. Holy shit. The run times are completely different on this too. The theatrical cut is 108 minutes. So looking at it, you know, pretty decent time right there. That's hour 48 minutes. The director's cut, an hour and 41 minutes. I mean, that's a big fucking difference. Artwork right there done by Joel Robinson, of course. I've got so many posters by that guy, it's not even funny. I love his artwork, him and Devin Whitehead. I know Nathan Thomas Milliner did a lot in the beginning. I have a lot of his posters too. Fuck, I love his artwork too. Next up, guys, Scream Factory also released... I'll show it first. This is Species. Great release right here. If you're a fan of this franchise, this release right here is the way to go. This is a 2-disc set. And that bitch is packed full. 2-disc. I mean, the first disc is a new 4K scan of the film's Interpositive with a ton of special features on it. And disc 2 is nothing but special features. I mean, they went through, they got the, you know, the vintage features from other releases. I wanted to say earlier before I showed it that Scream Factory did release Species 2, and that's a standalone release. And then they released Species 3 and 4 in a double feature Blu-ray set. And if I'm not mistaken, I know Species 3 and 4, I believe that's out of print. But Species 2 as well, I think, is another one might be out of print. So if you're looking into getting those, guys, make sure you do your homework first. See if you find out whether Scream Factory actually still has the rights to those and they're still on the site for a good price, or whether you got to go secondhand and pay somebody a kidney for them. But watch out what you pay for, guys. Don't let no fucking scalper take advantage of you. Next up, this is, oh man, this is James Gunn right here. Everybody probably already guessed as soon as I said that dude's name. Who knew that dude would like make great movies like this and then go to doing the fucking movies that... I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for saying that. Oh well, just my opinion, guys. You know, we all got our taste in movies and everything, but this is fucking phenomenal. And I'm sure everybody, especially people who love Scream Factory, love horror, I'm sure you can agree with me on this. This guy made one hell of a great movie, and I think we were all kind of like, holy shit, Guardians of the Galaxy? Really? I mean, I like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's you know, it's badass. It's awesome, but it ain't no fucking Slither though. And this is the kind of shit I want to see from James Gunn. I mean, that artwork is fucking great, guys. Look at that. Unfortunately, I do not have the poster for this, and I have no idea why I don't fucking have it. But I think I jumped on this and ordered this with a bunch of other movies at once, and missed out on the poster. And they announced this. That poster went pretty quick too. I'm not sure what it was limited to, but there's some fucking Slither fans out there, and they jumped on this quick. I think they sold this very, very well. I know when they announced it, I know that comment section, especially on Facebook, fucking popped. And I mean, just everybody was like, damn. So, but full of features, guys. They didn't even have room to list them all. I mean, it just gives you a bunch of shit, and then it says and more. So, guys, this is a great release. I have watched this multiple times. It looks phenomenal. If you're interested in that, go get it. It's money well spent. Alright, so I talked shit about James Gunn and Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm probably going to get some more shit here, because I don't care for either one of these films. I know a lot of people grew up, especially with the first one. The second one, it's okay, everybody hates that one anyway, so I'm probably not going to get no shit for that. But guys, especially that first one, I watched it multiple times. I remember seeing this movie when I was a little kid, and I'm sorry, I mean, I think I saw... you know, of course, Michael J. Fox do Back to the Future first, and I knew him as Marty McFly. And when I got a hold of this shit, there's some scenes in it that's all right, you know, but I don't know. It is what it is. But guys, that's none other than Teen Wolf. I'm sure I've even heard other YouTubers say that this is their favorite release by Scream Factory, and that's fine. That's great. At least Scream Factory offers something for everybody, and you know, we could be happy with something. If it's something you love, it's most likely it's out there. And hopefully Scream Factory had a hand in it, because those guys know how to pick movies. That's for damn sure. But guys, that is Teen Wolf. new 2K scan, and there's just a shit ton of stuff on that. That whole orange box right there, I mean, it's just full of features. And like I said, guys, I just don't I don't know. I can appreciate it for what it is, and I respect it. Just it's not my cup of tea. It's just you know, even as a young kid, it never did. I'm sure a lot of people watched that when they were younger, and that's what really brought, you know, especially when they watch it now as an adult, that nostalgia factor comes back, and it's overwhelming. And it's like, oh, I love it, but you know, it is what it is. Next up, guys, the fucking sequel that everybody hates. That is Teen Wolf 2. What could be said about this movie? Well, Jason Bateman's in it, and I'm sure he fucking regrets doing this movie. Just talking shit. Yeah, guys, this fucking movie sucks. I'm sure there's fans of it out there, and hey, kudos to you, especially if you got it and you love it. Hey, hit me up in the comment section, let me know. I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything, guys. It's just, when they announced both of these guys, I was like, okay, like, fuck, I gotta spend money on those and get them for the collection because I gotta have it all. But you know, to me, it was kind of like, damn, like I gotta dump money for those. But thankfully, I got them for a good price. I think I got these off Best Buy because I didn't want to pay the retail price of what Screen Factory had on them. You know, at the price of them at the site. So got a good deal from BestBuy.com and went for it. But however, these next two, holy shit. I think everybody appreciates Zack Snyder for what he did for this one. This is how a fucking remake should be done. That's just my opinion. And that is none other than Dawn of the Dead. You know, that caliber of film right there, especially with, with George A. Romero. Somebody had to take the reign on that shit and really put it out and put a lot of love into it. And I think Zack Snyder gave us just that. This is a great film. I know there's a lot of people who really don't like the scene of the birth being given at the mall in the I think it's like the toy store or some shit. And I always hear some criticism about that and everything. But it is what it is. You like what you like, and you hate what you hate. But guys, this shit's packed full. Disc 1's the theatrical version. Disc 2 is the unrated version. This shit is packed, I'm telling you. It's great artwork, too. I mean, I don't know. It says Nate Marsh. I kind of wish they would have gave, like, Joel Robinson or Devin Whitehead a chance to take a crack at that artwork, because I would have loved to see the available options that they went through to pick that cover. But anyway, guys, I'll show the back of it right there. And that shit's just loaded, guys. That's Disc 1, Disc 2. And it's just packed. I've watched this multiple times. I've watched both versions of the film. It looks great. I would definitely go for the unrated version, though. It's just my pick. Next up, a lot of people give this movie a lot of shit. I like it. It's really good. And they packed this one too. It's another 2-disc set. You got your theatrical version on the first disc, unrated version on the second disc, and that shit's full. I don't think there's any room on these discs for more shit. It's another one of those things where, let's see, like this one right here, the film's 93 minutes. The special features is fucking like 32 hours. Not really, but you get my drift. This shit's fucking packed full. And that is Land of the Dead. Man, guys, this, you know, I know a lot of films, especially later, after that trilogy, you know, we got Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and after those, those fucking movies were masterpieces in my opinion, but I know there's, you know, there's always people out there who's going to be like, well, after those, I don't really know, it just, that shit was hit or miss for me. I agree with you, because some of them aren't, but I really like this one, though. It was nice to see it. I remember when it first came out, too. I think I went to the theater to watch this, and I anticipated the hell out of it, and even my expectations were higher than what this gave me, but I still, you know, later on, I was like, okay, let's be reasonable here. Next up, another Stephen King film. Shit, I grew up with this movie. I'm sure a lot of other people did too. Fuck, man, Kathy Bates in this movie is insane. After I watched this movie when I was I think I was pretty young, but I remember being a teenager and finally getting the book at the library, and I was like 2 days and I was done with that fucking book. I was obsessed with it, and as much as I love the movie, I love the book just a little bit better. But this fucking movie is nothing to miss out on, and that is Misery, guys. When they announced this one, I just saw the Facebook post whenever they announced it, and I lost my shit. I was like, oh my god. I think this was a They announced this at a Comic-Con one year, and I was so excited for it. I have the poster for this. That shit was hanging up in my living room for the longest time. I loved it. I take it that they kind of did the poster and the artwork right here with Kathy Bates turned, like with the sledge. I mean, it's an iconic scene, but you know, I guess maybe they couldn't use Kathy Bates' face on the poster without some legal issues happening. Maybe there was some strange request by the studio. Who knows? But guys, this is a new 4K restoration from the original film elements, packed full of features. I'll turn it around so you guys can see it. That is white with black letter. Let's hope that pops up for you. Here you go. I'll press this. We'll see what shall happen. All right. Hopefully that popped up for you guys. Please feel free to pause it and check them out. Like I said, guys, couldn't say enough good things about this movie. I fucking love this movie. It's great. All right, guys. This should be the last title in here. But it's not, because there's a part 2 for it, so I had to throw it in there because I just didn't want to start the next video with part 2. Even though, you know, sometimes Scream Factory only gets like Phantasm 2. They only get the rights just for Phantasm 2, and they go with it. Try to think of another title up there they only got part 2 for. Well, shit. You know, Day of the Dead was part 3. So, anyway, I'm going to sit here and ramble about all their past releases. We're worried about what's now. Alright, guys, this is one of those Christmas slasher films. Everybody loves it. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with anybody who just outright hated this fucking film. But it's a great film. It's awesome. But they did a great job with this, and that's none other than Silent Night, Deadly Night. I love everything about this package. Joel Robinson knocked that fucking artwork out. I had to have the poster for this, and ordered it in time. Unfortunately, I decided to skip out on the NECA figure of Billy, and I really regret that now, because I would love to have that NECA figure on my mantle right now, along with Angela and Tom Atkins. I would love to have this figure on there, but you find it now on eBay, and the fucking prices for it's outrageous. But guys, disc 1 is the theatrical version, disc 2 is the unrated version, and they pack this shit full. You know, disc 1 is the theatrical HD transfer from the original negative. You got a theatrical trailer, radio spot, and TV spot. So you got a few things going for disc 1, but disc 2 is where the features are at. And I'm talking about, they got new shit, they got vintage stuff. I mean, just look at this, guys. If it picks it up there, we'll push that one time right there. Let's see if that helps out any. But guys, that shit is packed full. If you do not own this release, I highly recommend it. Guys, keep in mind the unrated version, they did have to splice some footage in there from just existing elements of what they could find. So, is it the best footage in the world? No, but that's all we have. That's it. I mean, it's unfortunate, but a lot of this stuff, a lot of those film elements and shit wasn't preserved. We only got that later, in life, whenever they were digging out stuff and they found out the Roger Corman films, some of them were so damn rough they couldn't even do anything with them. That's unfortunate. Just think about how many films are sitting in the vaults at these studio companies, and they're just turning the fucking liquid. They're just rusting in a can somewhere. But fortunately, the Scream Factory, they did what they did, and they brought this back. I did have the Anchor Bay Blu-ray of this. I had the Anchor Bay DVD. I had so many releases of this film. And when I got this in, I really sat down and just went over every single little thing that's on this. And this is the holy grail piece for me. I know it's still available for purchase. It doesn't cost much, but for me, this is a holy grail title for me. I fucking love it. Next up, guys, that was, like I said, this one was supposed to be the very last one for this video, but we're going to do one more. We're at the 19-minute mark. We're doing pretty good on time. Shit, this is number 81, so, in the next video we'll have to go 80. I'm just going to do 82 through 90 for the next video. That way I'm not fucking nutting up too bad. But anyway, guys, this is part 2, and I was very glad when they released this as well. This film gets shit on a lot because about 30 minutes, maybe even longer, of this film is basically inserts from the first one. But, shit, man. I love Ricky too. I'm not going to say the tagline for it because everybody says that shit. Anyway, guys, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Unfortunately, I did not get the NECA figure with this one either because I didn't have the first one. I was like, what the fuck's the point in getting the second one? I regret that decision now too. I would love to have the NECA figures for Billy and Ricky though. I would love to have those sitting on my mantelpiece. Like I said, I do regret that decision now. But I do have the posters though, and it's great artwork. Love the hell out of them. Once again, Joel Robinson with the artwork for this, and he fucking did a great job on it. Guys, this thing is loaded to new 2K scan of the archival theatrical print. They dug deep for that. New audio commentaries. Garbage Days are here's again. Sleigh Bells Ring again. Shit's just packed full of features, guys. That's very little font, so I don't know if that camera's gonna pick it up, but I'm gonna try. Tell you what, we'll tap it one time right there. I just don't know if it's gonna do any justice, guys. I hope you can see it. But that is a great release, guys. I'm telling you right now. If you haven't seen this movie, I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to go watch it. It's fucking great. Mixed emotions on this with a lot of people, but I love it. I mean, it's Ricky. It's Billy's brother. So, I did recently, because I'm such big fans, a big fan of both of those films. Unfortunately, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, 4, and 5 does not have Blu-ray releases. So I had to go buy they have this DVD set that has all 3 movies in it on 3 different discs, and I'm happy with that. Fucking Bill Moseley's in part 3. I remember seeing that movie a long time ago, and I recently just revisited. I need to watch it at 4 and 5. It's been a minute. But guys, if you stuck around with me throughout the whole video, we're here at a little over 21 minutes. Thank you so much. I love you for it. Hope I provided you with enough information. Maybe it can encourage you to go out and grab one of these titles so you can check it out, because I assure you there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love and some stuff, man, for Scream Factory. There's, like I said, I'll say it again, those guys know how to pick some fucking titles. But guys, that right there was 71 through 81. And I'm holding them upside down, so you're not going to be able to see jack shit. Let's see what we do here. Alright, that's a little better. So guys, again, thank you so much for sticking around with me. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? I'm working my ass off here, trying to get videos up on this channel, keep it going. I want to keep the content just rolling out. I want to give you guys something to click on. You don't have to just look at Scream Factory stuff. You can go to Arrow Video stuff, Blue Underground, Synops, Full Moon. I mean, I've tried to reach in my collection, just grabbing out different things. But guys, thank you so much and everything. And as always, be safe, be careful.